So this is a video that I usually don't do, but since I love this level so much, I'll teach and give tips and tricks on how to, how to play this level. And yeah, I hope my guide does well, and like I hope I don't explain things a little bit too weirdly. There are some bugs in this level that I didn't really encounter that I can't really teach how to avoid, but there are bugs in this level that are completely avoidable. You just gotta learn them on your own on how to avoid them. And I'll get started right here. So this first part, very iconic. It's the high CPS click sync part. All right, let me just set the speed hack. Right here, you just want to click this orb late, and then buffer this green orb, right? This, and then buffer all these orbs. And then you want to click on this orb a little bit late. Click this a little bit late. Don't buffer it. I mean, I think you could buffer it, but I'm not too sure. But I'd like to click a little bit late just to be sure. So now you could skip these two orbs completely and move on just clicking these two orbs right here and then demonstrate like that. Yeah, you could skip these two orbs, but I like to click all of these orbs just because I like click syncing. So yeah, right here you don't have to do anything. Make sure you hold. Oh, actually no. Just buffer all these. Just buffer all these orbs right here. And then right here, you slightly late click this, and then you late click this one. I believe you late click this and buffer the rest. And then once your black orb reaches on the bottom, you make sure you want to click and then hold right after. Buffer this, buffer both of these, and then buffer all of these. Now this is the beginning right here, and I'll give you guys a demonstration on full speed on how to play these parts. So let me just do that right now. Alright, for the second part of the pre-drop here, this is entirely based on click syncing. You just gotta click with the music. You're gonna just click all these. Now this ship part right here, you just want to click once, like don't hold, just click once, and then once you reach this orange orb here, you just click, and it's a repeating pattern with these two corridors, like right here and right here. Click once, and then right here, and then you hold on every single orange orb that you click. Buffer that, click that, mini click, I believe you mini click on this, and then you late click this, hold, late click, no, you buffer that, and then right here, click, micro click, you click slightly late, buffer all these orbs, and then you let go, micro click right here, and then late click, hold, and then buffer that green orb, and then late click all these three orbs. Click that, and then late click this, and then make sure you click these two orbs right here. Those are either just normal clicking timings. And then right here, I believe you click late. You click late on this click right here, and then you click the pink orb right here a little bit late. Oh, make sure when you land right here, you make sure you hold. And then click that green orb, and then you'll be set. Now let me replay on how to do this part in full speed. Alright, now here, you just click to the music. And then right here, buffer these two orbs. And then hold. And then right here, you want to click these three pink orbs late and then buffer this orb immediately. Buffer these. Make sure you click these two orbs late. Actually, just click this bottom orb right here. Click this a little bit late. And click this and buffer this one. And right here, you teleport, buffer this click right here, and then you gotta click this one a little bit late. Let me just demonstrate. Right here, and then hold as soon as you land. Just make sure you don't land to this spike right here. Make sure you buffer this and then late click this, like that, and then buffer this immediately. Buffer. These are all buffers right after. And then buffer. And then buffer all these orbs. Buffer, click that. Now click this blue orb late. hold, buffer all these orbs, and then hold so you can hit the orange orb, and then buffer all these orbs. And make sure you hold on this click right here. Make sure you hold here. Don't click on this, just hold. And you buffer this blue orb, and then buffer all these clicks. Now let me demonstrate all that in full speed. Now here is the duel. Oh god. It's the most inconsistent part of the level in my opinion. Now for once, you want to buffer these. You want to, as soon as you reach the ledge right here, you want to jump off and then you hold right here. You just hold the, you just buffer this blue orb so you can hold. Now right here, after you jump off, you want to micro click this orange orb right here. And then when your cube reaches the edge right here, you hold. Like that. All right. And then, of course, you buffer this. Jump, jump. This is full on click sync right here. This is fully dependent on click sync. Okay, let me just do this real quick. There we go. Right here, there are two different ways you can do this. One is the way that you could do just one wave, and one way you could do with the dual wave. I like to do the dual wave, and I preferably like to do the dual wave. I'll replay the how to do the dual in full speed right there in that segment. Now let's move on to this part. So right here, you click once here, and when you reach this, between these two spikes, let go, and then hold down, and then you hold down once you reach the floor right here. You should just let go right here, and then your waves will start splitting apart. And now I recommend you focus on this bottom wave right here, and then right here it's the clicks 1, 2, 3. Just click 3 times, and then for this segment you just click onto the music. Okay, once you reach here, you just buffer all these orbs, and now I'll play the segment of how to do that dual wave. Now, alternatively, like I mentioned, there's another way you could do this. You could hold this dash orb, and once you reach here, you let go. So now your wave is now just one wave. You click once, right here. Just click here, and then you focus on all the bottom, and then you hold. As soon as you're here, you hold, and then you click to the music. You click to the music right here, and then you hold. And I could demonstrate that for you in full speed. Now right here is the part where it has a lot of inconsistent timings, but it's still manageable. Right here, you just click 3 times, hold. And now for this robot part right here, I know there are 2 platforms here which you supposedly supposed to micro click, but you could just hold like this and then buffer that UFO click. And then once you reach these 2 portals, you just click twice. And then right here, as soon as you reach this ledge right here, you want to hold. And then you buffer this, click the 2 spiders. Don't click this spider click too early, or else you're gonna hit this little hitbox in right here. And then once you reach this ball portal, you just click up and then click down right away. Click once, spam, buffer, 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 buffer. These are all buffers. And for here, you just click 3 times. And now let me demonstrate that in full speed. Now this part, NLEX. This is the most annoying part of the level right here. So right here is very tricky. The beginning is like very simple, but the rest is very tricky. You do that, let the gameplay effects do its work. Once you reach that mini portal right here, you want to hold and then let go, click to the music, hold. All right, and this part right here, hold until you reach this mini wave. This mini wave, and then when you let go, after like to this point, you launch the mini wave. You want to click as soon, like 1 second. Wait, you click right here, like hold, let go, and then like that. You keep holding until your wave appears on the top with this blue portal right here. And then let go as soon as you reach the tip right here, so that your trajectory won't be fucked up and you can at least get to the yellow portal right here. So now that you hit the yellow portal, until you reach to this point right here, you want to let go. Yeah, right here. So you can reach the yellow portal, and as you reach in the middle, you could just click below, and then once you're down here, you could just let go and buffer all these orbs. Make sure you hold that. Make sure you click this UFO, click late, because I made many mistakes on clicking this too early and my UFO didn't change its gravity. Click this, hold, click these 2 orbs, and like that. I'll demonstrate that in full speed. Now for the easiest part of the level, very simple. Just click when you need to jump. For this part, hold. This part you can hold, and then this part you can just bounce off of that. Bounce off of that, and then when you change gravity, you can just jump. This is very simple. Now this part right here, you just don't get fooled by this when you first practice. Just make sure you jump up, and then you hold right here. Late click, and there are indicators when to click. It's very simple. And make sure you click all these blue orbs late. And these are just ship control. Classic ship control. You configure the you should have your own ship click pattern, what you need to do. But I'll show you what I recommend doing. So what I do right here, let me just go all the way back. Right here, once you reach to this part right here, I click 2 times. And then I hold, click a few times, so make sure my ship has momentum. Make sure you fall down below without clicking, hold, keep clicking, and then click 2 times, and then hold right here. Hold, but not hold too much, where your ship will crash to the top spike right here. Hold like that, and go down, maneuver down, and then just fly straight towards this corridor. And now I'll demonstrate all that, the brake part and the ship part in full speed. Now this part right here is very, very buggy, but I do have my ways to maneuver around that. So right here, there is a visual indicator right here, which when I usually jump as soon as my cube is about to reach this, like the inch of the ball portal, like this, right here. And then as soon as you jump, you want to click this orb. Right here. When you click it, don't click down immediately. You gotta wait a little bit, then click. Like that, and then you click immediately. Click immediately as you land, and then you click immediately as well right here. Just keep clicking, and then buffer these orbs. Click up, click down, and then click to the music right here. It's just one. As you see these mini spikes right here, just try to maneuver around that. Buffer this orb, and then buffer these 2 orbs right here. As soon as you land, you just keep clicking, and then same thing with this. As soon as you land, just keep clicking, and then for here, I believe you just click 4 times, and then for here, just try spam all the way down, and until you just try spamming all the way down. I like to do just 3 or 4 clicks until you reach this portal right here, and then just click to the music, and then this UFO right here is a bit tricky because you can't spam in this one. You gotta click a few times only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I recommend around 6 or 7 or 8 of clicks right there, and then you'll get through the whole entire UFO section early. Do not spam at that part though, I beg you. And then for right here, just 1, 2, 3. Just click 3 times, and then you'll be just fine. And then for right here, make sure you click late. You click at the edge right here, like that. So you hit that. right here. So you click here, and then as soon as you reach this pink orb, just click that. And then this orange orb right here, just click late. Buffer all these orbs, buffer all these orbs, buffer all these orbs, buffer, and then do some ship control. And then right here, just try clicking these not too late, but not too early. So like in the middle. Like that. Yeah, don't buffer these clicks because you would then hit these platforms on the bottom right here. Right here, buffer. You gotta buffer these. Right here. So this part, you just click the pink orbs as soon as your cube fully reaches that pink orb and it's out of the platform. All right, now I'll play all that whole high CPS section in full speed. Now, this dual part is very, very tricky, okay? This is probably one of the harder parts to learn. So let me just demonstrate it real quick. Oh, and I want to please note that you make sure you click this not too late, or else your transition to the dual won't be good. So right here, you just want to click this orb as soon as you reach contact into it. Right here. And then once both of your orbs, cubes, reach this pink orb right here, you click. And then make sure when you reach this pink orb right here, you click twice, but then hold after you click the second click. Like this. And you keep holding until you reach to these orbs right here. Make sure you buffer all these orbs. Do not click more than 3 times though, however. Your trajectory will be fucked up if you click more than 3 times. See, like that. You want to buffer all these. Buffer all these as soon as your cube reaches the orbs. Like both of your cubes need to be reaching here. And then when you reach here, just buffer this. Click this orb right here, and then click all these orbs late. And then right here, after you click these orbs late, once your cube reaches to this point right here, once your cube reaches to this point, you hold. And then right here, UFO, you hold. You want to hold, but after your cube jumps, you want to click right away. So like this. You just want to spam down, and then once your UFO reaches to this point, I want you click on all these on the music. You click to the music right here. Make sure you just click to the music. Don't click too fast. And then right here, just go through the corridor. Just go through the corridor when you can. Don't overclick it, because if you overclick it, your ball will go up and straight into the ceiling right here, which is not what you want. Now, after you hold, you will let go at this spike right here, which is a visual indicator. And then right here, after you let go, and then after your ball hits this pink orb, you just hold right here. So both of your players are, like, you know, teleporting. And then we reach this duel, just click to the music. Oh, and this one, make sure both of your waves hit this portal right here, because if both of your waves, sometimes you could hold too little, and then one of your waves will reach the bottom here, and one of your waves will only go through your the top teleport portal, which is not what you want. Right here, just click as soon as you see the indicator to click right here. Make sure you don't click into these shaded patterns here, because sometimes these are moving platforms, so they will hit your wave if you click too early. Right here, just buffer all these. Just click to the music, and right here, as soon as you reach this robot portal, I want you to hold and then buffer all these and do some ship control. Buffer all these, buffer, late click, buffer. And then right here, just click to the music. Make sure you click this one slightly late, and make sure you buffer this. Click that one late, and then click this one late. Oh, and make sure you skip this pink orb right here too, and hit this as soon as possible, and late click that. Now I'm gonna demonstrate that whole duel to this point on in full speed. right here. Now just do some shift control, and then click this as early as possible, and late click this. And then you don't click at all, you click this pink orb. Try to click it as late as possible, like that. So then you're both, then your cube will just go through this corridor perfectly fine. Right here, you wait until your cube falls into this portal right here. As soon as your cube reaches into this portal, you hit this yellow orb, like this. And then make sure these two, make sure you don't buffer all these. You late click or just click to the music. Honestly, clicking to the music is so much more easier. Just there's a lot of audio cues in this level. And you just click here. Once you reach the platform here, you want to immediately jump like that. So once you reach to this point, you also should, once you reach here, you immediately click this pink orb. And then right here, make sure your UFO trajectories are perfectly fine. Just make sure you click this orb specifically once you reach the blue portal. And then right here, the infamous UFO clicks. Right here, this is just all depends on your trajectory. For example, like how my UFO just did. Just click once and then just immediately click right after. There's so many ways your UFO can go in this pattern, but I'll teach one of my ways first, depending on what your trajectory is. Since my trajectory is on the lower side, you just hold, if it will work. Oh, make sure you hit this big portal late if your earlier timings won't work. I believe clicking this late will make your life a lot more easier with this part. This part is very choke pointy though. So now this robot part, just lightly click. Hold on. Oh my god, why am I back at this part? Alright, right here, robot click, lightly click, and then hold, and then micro click like that. Now you just want to hold, click as soon as your wave like is enough to just slide through these spikes, then it'll be just fine. For right here, you hold and then let go immediately as soon as you're in that yellow orb, like that, and then you jump immediately. Jump immediately right after. Buffer this, and then click to the music. Click 3 times or to the music, whatever works for you. But make sure you don't click that too late. Make sure you buffer this. Click that late. Hold until your cube will just go straight into these yellow pads, and then buffer all these orbs. Buffer, and then you know, just click. And then when you reach to this point right here, just click this a little bit later. Do not click this too early, or else your spider will hit on the bottom right here. And then, you know, just click 3 times. And now I'll demonstrate this whole part in full speed. Now, Sphinx's part. This part is the most fun to learn, but it could get irritating if it doesn't get consistent. When this transition reach, buffer both of these orbs, buffer that orange orb here, click this yellow orb late, and then buffer these 2 orbs. As soon as you land, wait 1 millisecond, or wait a few milliseconds, and then click again. Once you reach this ball portal, you want to click immediately twice, and then do the same right here. Click this one as soon as you land, and then wait here until your ball reaches to this point, and then let go, and then click immediately as much as you land. Click immediately as you land. Click right here, and then make sure you click this yellow orb late, and then buffer this green orb, and then click immediately as you land. Immediately, so basically buffers. Make sure you immediately click this pink orb as well, and then click when your UFO reaches these 2 portals. Right here, hold, let go, hold, and then keep holding. So, for example, you want to hold, let go, hold, and then keep holding. Let go as soon as your cube is about to reach the trajectory of this spike right here, or this gear. Just let go. And then click, and then do the same right here. Just make sure your wave goes through these gaps. And then right here, as soon as your wave reaches this yellow portal right here, you want to let go. right here. Okay, so excuse for the very bright screen, but then right here, as soon as your cube lands to this pillar right here, you want to micro click so that this cube on the bottom won't click. Right here, click once, and then these are pretty blind clicks, but like you click once and then you click like that. Click as soon as like once your other cube is in the air, make sure you click on the bottom right here as well. For this pillar right here, you click a little bit later, and then you click it immediately. And right here, click to the music. That's how I do it. It's pretty hard, but I never died to it from 0, and you just click to the music. Right here, make sure you click this pink orb late. Like, click this pink orb late, like, or in the middle, like, once your like, ball reaches to the middle center, you click right here. Fast click all these orbs right here. And then while you fast click all these orbs, click all these pink orbs late. And then you hold. Now let me demonstrate the whole entire Sphinx part in full speed. After 65, you hold the ship. Click right here, simple clicking, and then click twice in that UFO. Click to the slightly click to the music, just as soon as your ball can reach through the gaps right here. It's perfectly fine. Very simple timings. And right here, you try your best to hold. You try your best to hold on all those pink orbs on the dual ball. And then right here, like this, 2, 3. Buffer these two. Buffer these two orbs. Click this one late. Click this one extremely late, and then click this one late. Okay, now the impossible 70 wave. To me, this wasn't really that big of a problem, but I know it was a big problem for other people. So let me just do that. So once your wave, like, you know, you just let go, there's a visual indicator for this. So what I like to use is, you know, these lines right here. I try to follow these lines as much as possible. Right here, follow these lines. Follow these lines as much as you can. Just let go. Like, these lines are just my visual indicators. I don't really have any other tips other than just rely on these lines for visual indicator. And right here, you just hold. And then right here, you click once. When you reach the portal here, just click once again. Oh, by the way, just click twice. You click twice and then click this yellow orb late. And then, you know, just do these simple robot clicks. Buffer all these orbs. Buffer, and then do controlled shifts. Make sure you hold, depending on your position. If your position's in the middle right here, just keep clicking and then just click once before you reach this yellow portal here. And then once you reach this yellow portal, you want to hold until you reach this X right here. And then you just keep clicking and do your shift control. Right here, I suggest you just click once here. And if your ship may be a little bit too high, then click another time right here. Like that. Okay. Now this part. Oh, this part is such a headache of learning. This part involves a lot of high CPS. But before I show that, let me just demonstrate that whole part in full speed. Now right here, for here, just buffer all these 3 orbs. Right here, and then it's the easier way to do this is use both of your fingers to click. Like, do one finger on your up arrow, one finger on your space arrow. I mean space bar, whatever you call it. Like this, and then you immediately let go. Buffer these orbs right here. And the trick here is to buffer this yellow orb. Specifically, please buffer this yellow orb so that these 3 orbs won't be big of a problem. And then you just you buffer this and click these 2 late. Skip these dash orbs, they're not necessary. Actually, you should buffer all these orbs, to be fair. I think that's the more better way. I just learned this part the very rough way. right here. You just spam right here, and then you just keep buffering right here. Click. Actually, no. Right here, and then after this part, you click this blue orb late and then buffer this orb. And then buffer all these orbs. Except, buffer that orb, black orb right there, and then these two orbs click late. Wait a little bit, and then you click on the top right here. You click on the top, these, once your blue pad reaches, you buffer all these orbs. You need to wait a little bit, and then you hold, and then buffer all these. Now, there's a lot, this is really fast, by the way, so you really have to pay attention where you're clicking here. Now, these are all buffers, except for this click right here. This click, you gotta wait a little bit, and buffer these orbs, buffer these orbs. Don't click. I usually like clicking here just because it's instinct, but you click on you just wait on this and then buffer these orbs. And then right here, as soon as the music starts to, show, the music really starts to intensify here, this is where click syncing really is important. As soon as you reach this orange orb, you gotta click immediately. And then you gotta late click this, and then like that. They're all pretty late clicks, don't buffer them. Now, let me just demonstrate that in full speed. Now, for this part right here, temp, you gotta click buffer this, and then you wait a little bit, then hold. Click that black orb. Actually, you buffer this black orb right here, and then you click this orb as soon as possible, and then click up. This is a lot of click syncing. You fast spam that, and then you click down, and then once your spider reaches to this specific spike right here, click up, and then click immediately down, spam, hold, and then right here, it's another spider part. Just to be fair, this whole part is really audio click syncing part. Right here, click these spider clicks right here, and then make sure you buffer this, and make sure you hit this orb in this cube right here, and then make sure you just click sync your way through this, and then you just hold. All right, so make sure you click this blue orb. You click it, I believe you click it a little bit later, and then this black orb, this orange orb, and then this green orb a little bit late, and then click to the music. Clicking to the music really helps. And then right here, just click to the music, and then you buffer this, click this black orb, and then click this orange orb. Click this orange orb, and then you let the UFO do its work, and then click these two green orbs, click these two orange orbs, and then spam. And then once your wave really reaches this yellow orb, make sure you hold. Click these two, and then click these two black orbs immediately, and then let the transition do its work. Now let me replay all that in full speed. Now, finally, this ending. This is the most stressful ending ever. Now, right here, you just want to buffer all these. And then you hold here, buffer all these click this blue orb late. And then click this pink orb. You gotta just buffer that. And then right here, there's a blind transition. Make sure you buffer this orb right here. That's a blind transition. Buffer that, click twice here, and now once you reach this spider part, once your spider reaches the portal, click once and just click 4 times through the music. Sometimes it's off sync, but this part is really, really important on audio sync. So make sure your auto sync works, by the way. I recommend auto music sync for this part. Right here, and then right here, you just click to the music. you just click 2 times and then buffer this green orb. Please don't miss this green orb. And then you just let go. Just buffer all these orbs. Click all these UFO like 3 times in total. Buffer all these orbs. Small robot jumps for these. And then as soon as your robot reaches to that black transition right here, hold. This part, you just hold. Right here, you just, as soon as your ship reaches in all these orbs, it's a lot of visual indication and audio syncing. Just keep holding. And then as soon as your ship reaches here, you just let go. And then buffer all these. Hold. Right here, do not click immediately. Click a little bit late. Click late, and then just click to the music. This ending just really, you just gotta click to the music. So right here, you just click like that. After you click to this ball blue orb, click. Once your ball reaches to this gap right here, make sure you just click down so you don't hit that spike on the top here. Click immediately. Click immediately as soon as you get down here, and then buffer this. Click to the music, and then just do your ship control, and then you hold, and you're done with the level. I'm gonna demonstrate that in full speed.